All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Ambassador Dadamasis, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. So good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's program. Please, if you're just joining, please, I want you to go ahead and share this broadcast. Um, get out of here. We're going to be closing. So go ahead and share this broadcast right away. Um, I have a guest with us today, and a lot is going to be going on. So, can everyone see us?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. Yes. Right. Yeah. So we're good. We're good. Ambassador Dadamasis, thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for having me, sir.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you. So I'm just doing a little bit of sharing here, and
Also me too. I'm also sharing here too.
oh, okay. Uh, so please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're not asking so much from you. We're not asking you all money. All we want you to do is to be a part of this great movement and share this broadcast. I'm here with my brother, Ambassador Dadamasis, today. Today, we're going to be talking about politics, and we're going to be talking about the situation of cultism and the killing.
Yes.
Genocide.
Yes.
Should I say genocide, or should I, for better use of word? Yeah, I think the genocide of our youths in Edo State. So, first of all, we're going to be having another guest joining us in a little bit. The Bush Lion broadcast is becoming a global broadcast. We have Ambassador Dadamassis all the way from Germany, and we're going to be having our Edo Big Mama joining us all the way from New York, and we're moving. So Ambassador Dadamassis, before we go into the nitty-gritty of today's broadcast, we also saw what happened in the last few days with Oshiomole's political rascality. In this day and age, Edo where ikuga ipungbe nwome.
Yes.
This is the same person you brought in the first time. You never had issues with his credentials, but because of stomach infrastructure anywhere below face, you understand? So when you and I have an agreement,
yes,
it's okay. I mean, this is the heights of hypocrisy. When you come to look at it, it is hypocrisy in the sense that the first time you were okay with it, but now, since you guys are no longer agreeing in agenda, now his credentials are now a problem. But we will leave that for later on during this broadcast, because we're going to be going right into it. But there's a lot of things that that concerns us as of this moment. Number one is yes. Giving them guns and whatnot, and turning this generation into the youths into political criminals, political thugs. And we are tired of it.
Very, 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 very.
Right.
We are tired of it.
Yes. So, my brother, I want you to tell us a little bit about your initiative. I've noticed in the last 1 year you've been doing a lot about this court killing in Edo State. So tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, and I'm preaching English. I you so that international people, and I know we're not, so I beg.
So anyhow.
I greet everybody and thank you all for tuning in. And I want first of all thank you, Big Daddy Bush Lion himself, that you even have me in your studio today, man. I was not even expecting to say, a part like you that have been in the game on social media before me. So, man, I really appreciate, and on behalf of Say No to Killing Movement Worldwide, we really appreciate you, sir. God bless you for having me today. God bless you, sir. So, people watching us right now, my name is Ambassador Dadamassis, Humanitarian Peace Ambassador. And by the grace of God, I'm from Old Bender State, or you can call it Old Bender State, both sides. Yeah. Okay. Check. So I am from Old Bender State. I'm from Ijo, one part Ijo, one part Ijo, and Ijo may get Ijo from Patani. You shall say is a Old Bender State, Patani, and the other side I'm from Edo State, Ikpobaha and Oredo. So this issue of our youth killing themselves, to me, I think that is a lack of no understanding. As in, everybody want to be the best. Like, you can't do it in my territory, I can't do it in your territory. That is just lack of no good orientation. No good orientation. That is just the biggest challenge. We are not facing any challenge of the youth that Edo State youth, we don't normally know them as a death criminal. Or the history of Edo, I can say Edo have just raised one a man or a great man that we can say Edo will come and represent Edo as maybe one of the top guy, which is our great father or whatever I may call it, Anini. I think that is that for the history of Nigeria. So Edo youth, we the Edo youth, we are not known for criminal or ritualists and whatever. But the only problem we are facing is just this issue of different color. That is the biggest problem the youth just have. And this issue of different color, it don't take many of our youth come on for line.
Yes.
It don't take many of our youth come on. And that's why Say No to Killing movement now come up like, let's see the way we can join hands together and rehabilitate these people. These people, they can be rehabilitated. They are not just evil the way we all think them to be, but in another way, and due to the circumstance or due to the area they are practicing their own different confraternity, make people look at that confraternity as an evil. That was not, is not evil, just like the way people think that. That is not the initiative why they found this thing, confraternity. When confraternity was found in 1952, you can go and check, when confraternity was found in 1952, it was another dimension than this dimension our young generation is taking it to right now. It's another dimension. People start hearing about this different color, different confraternity about him is a member of this from 1988, 1980s, 1989 confraternity started to be placed like people begin to hear about confraternity. Confraternity was existing from 1952. So, but the truth is this: when you ask most of these leaders that belong to these different families, what is all this? They will tell you those boys they don't know them.
Yes.
They will tell you they don't know them and they are not a member of them. You know, they'll say they are not. So we cannot just leave them like seriously. Even some of the leaders, even they arrest some of the boys. We have talked to several like that. Say, man, anyone they can't say they do any, they go arrest them. You understand? But we can't just keep on say, all those who are not there, they're not registered. They don't know them. They are not, you know, in different ways like that. But you cannot just leave them killing themselves. Say because those ones, they don't know them, they are not registered or whatever, they are not a member. You understand? But those people that you say they are not a member, they are the one pulling out the evil heat that is going on in our state. So that's why I say, sir?
Go ahead, bros. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why Say No to Killing movement said, okay, we cannot just fold our hand. Mostly we are based in Europe. You know, we may say that it not consign us. But we should not also forget that wrong identity that they use and they keep us. Mostly we come from Europe. Our risk now, our life never they risk pass. Because they don't want to see you progress. Maybe they want to say you belong to one family or your family, your friend belong to one family. And because of that, they don't kill one of your brother. You understand? They would like to do everything to make sure that they cut that person's life short because you don't they drive affinity, you don't they drive range or all those things. You understand? You know, so mostly we that live in diaspora, we are supposed to clamor for this peace because our safely going home is not safe. It's not safe. We have had a lot of cases that person travel go Nigeria before he go, they'll just kill him. Even though not be criminal, not be even criminal, they'll say courts. Imagine a boy that traveled from Europe to Nigeria last year, made a shoot with ML formatic. Can't you just imagine that a boy that made us soft, though they use ML formatic because of different color? Now, so they shoot and blast the air. I know that video go viral, but I wish we come together and say, let's try and do this. I believe maybe that our brother will see their life or will find, you know, those things. Mostly we that live in Europe, we are the one, I can say we have 80% income. More they donate, they give a those things. So our welfare and our security is supposed to be guaranteed. Not everything government we do. No government, I always say this, no government on Nigeria can come out and say whatever me or whatever Say No to Killing is doing on live video that can voice it out on social net on a public TV. It cannot. Because those people they are no governmental organization. You understand? But we that belong to the street, we know them. We that belong to the street, we know them. We know how to see play with them. So that's why we are, you know, people will be saying the governor is not doing that. Governor, which governor? President cannot even voice it. Okay, when you bring them out that this is not, they now give out, you have a reason of saying you come into this game. And the reason is different from what you are doing now. The only thing the government can be doing there, we just say, okay, we call the leaders and give them little thing to settle the issue. But the boys in the street, they are the one doing the shit.
Of course.
So that's why we Say No to Killing movement is pleading. We have what it takes to, by the grace of God, with individual, we know what we have, what it takes to make sure we work with this our youth to see the way we can rehabilitate them. Which let me just give an example, like, you know, when we say a word of rehabilitate, maybe some people they say maybe you just carry person, carry a go station, you just carry a go church, now you go make a rehabilitate. You know, when you know, say back in the day, they'll say dog, not the shop dog. Not the shop dog, if you fry away. If you fry away. We're going
to pause for a minute, on this issue of killing. And we're going to talk about, because I want us to have a little bit of flavor on today's broadcast. We're not done. Remember where we stopped, okay? We're going to talk about our Lebuke national chairman of APC.
Okay.
That matters. I know you don't like talking much about politics, but I also know.
I will still talk about politics. I will still, as far as we're concerning the youth, we must talk about it.
Yes, and I also know you support Governor Godwin Obaseki.
Yeah, say no to killing movement. We support any governor that is on seat. We are not anti-politics.
Right.
So, we support anybody that is on seat. Go and charge it.
Right. You know, in the last couple of days, a lot of things has unveiled itself, and I must tell you that I was very much disappointed at former Governor Oshiomole, a political wayward element. It's sad that men in their 60s, 70s are displaying behaviors, characters that are similar to those of kindergarten students. When you see a man in his 60s, 70s, acting like an elementary student, like a kindergarten student, then you begin to wonder in the first place how this man got to where he was. Our government has become so corrupt, politically corrupt, morally corrupt, ethically corrupt.
Yes.
We have lost our moral standards as a people. We have lost our cultural dignity. Oshiomole, in the last few days, has made me to question who we are as a people. Like I always say, I believe so much in evolution. And I also believe that we are currently evolving cognitively. Oshiomole wants to take Edo State. Okay, now I start to question myself. I'm like, okay, why is Oshiomole so desperate? Desperately involved in Edo State politics? Why?
I would like to ask one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Between this, our ex-governor and our present governor now, I don't know that person for now, except our amiable governor, Godwin Obaseki. That is what we do. We don't know who. But the truth is this. You see, whatever I think, due to my own, that Oshiomole, if Oshiomole is having anything to do with his, the present governor right now, I think as a father, as a father to son, or as a son to father, they both have right to come to a very round table conclusion and make it done. Because you know why? This thing they are clamoring now, believe me, our youth are still going, they will still be the one to lose their life, whether you guys like it or not. Because there's already a two fashion, and do fashion, most of them, we are from Edo State. You hardly go to Edo State right now and say, you know, see person for I see one person, not the one side. And people doing this thing, we all know ourselves that this side belongs to this side. And this thing is going to cause a lot of things because everybody wants to defend his party.
Yes.
So I believe as far as the people of Edo State are clamoring for the second tenure of His Excellency Godwin Obaseki, if really the good people of Edo State see that, this man wants it, they should just let him do. They should just let him do it. But if they say, no, we don't, I think the masses have the right to decide here or to voice here.
Oh,
not
thank you,
individual.
Ambassador Dada. You just said the word that I've been trying to think of all day. That the masses have the right to determine who they want.
Yes.
Governor, and
Yes.
not Adam Aliu Oshiomole. Edo people.
No, it's not for individual. Just
not
the masses.
Individual. Edo people.
Yes.
Why have we become so? I'm trying to be very careful with my words. My choice of words. Why have we become so docile? Where we allow individuals, political criminal elements, wayward elements in politics, one person to determine the fate of 4 million citizens in Edo State. I wonder what is wrong with us as a people. You would imagine, I came here with a lot of rage. That after what happened yesterday, that Edo people all over the world, Edo people at home would take to the streets and start protesting against the actions of Oshiomole. But we are not doing anything.
But it's a question I myself I want to ask. There is a question me I want to ask about all those things. Well, I know due to these circumstances between our city governor and with our youth, maybe some youth. But the truth is this issue, don't you think it's too late for now that we are coming up with this different idea that maybe qualify, it does not qualify? I think this thing was at the first place in 2016. They went through this fight before. I mean, there was no screening in 2016.
Process. Oshiomole, in the first, when his first term, Godwin Obaseki went through the same screening process. Okay, he went through the same screening process and he passed. He met their requirements, but because of stomach infrastructure, self-interest, we have people like our brother in Texas, who's supposed to be championing, campaigning for good governance, enlightening our people, letting them know that, look, today's politics is not about stomach infrastructure, it's about our future. Ambassador Dada, I saw the other time you posted a picture of your baby.
Yes.
Don't you envision yourself taking your baby home at some point in time, if not to leave?
Yes, definitely. That's why we are all clamoring for this. Definitely.
Now that we're going to bring back the issue of this court killing. Oshiomole wants to empower Agberu.
Yes. Okay, sir, let me come to that place, that area of Agberu. That area of Agberu, let me just come in a little. That area of Agberu. I will say, for our governor, to me, for our governor to just take all those our youth from the streets, or from just take the work, as in just say we banish Agberu. But I think just like what we are talking about, our youth now rehabilitated it, I think he can upgrade it. He could have upgraded to another dimension instead of beating our mother in markets, scattering that things. There's a way we upgrade it, and we see you because, but bros, please don't get it twisted. You know, when boys, our youth were still in the streets doing those kind of job or whatever, there was, because you know what, there was not this massive killing like this, because you know what, blue we work with black we work with red we work with green we work with yellow, but the killing was still going on, but it was not rapid like this. I think my governor, our excellency Obaseki, he could have rehabilitate their mentality, the way they abuse our mothers in market, the way they talk to conductors and whatever. He could have turned it around to put them into training and turn things around for them, so that he will he upgrade them. He will upgrade them a little bit.
Somebody said, how can they upgrade Agberu Dada? I believe what I think I know what you're saying. What Ambassador Dada meant is this, and I believe the governor is already working in that direction. Okay. Rather than completely eliminating these Agberus, we can reorient them, take them through training.
Yes, like sticks
uniform, right? Put them in uniform, give them POS, You understand what I'm saying? But are these Agberos willing to be rehabilitated? Because the government of the day, prior to Godwin Obaseki, made these Agberos to believe that overnight you can become a billionaire. You can celebrate celebrate a billionaire overnight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so these people automatically got into this mindset of I'm going to become an Agbero, and then within a year I celebrate 1 billion.
You understand now your money now your money.
Money. So they were not willing. Go through the process of a gold it become a gold. It goes through a mining process.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Even when it was first a raw material.
Yes.
Eventually, another process, another fear to the point where you understand? But are these people willing to go through that mining process?
Yeah, sir, that is what we are trying to say, that we should try to have a person from a street that will take these people. Most of us are, if most of our youth today, they don't take for streets. They don't believe on hustling again. They believe on that street. So it will take by his grace, by a person that also live in the street like them, to go and talk to these people and bring them. Like every day I ask that, where is the CSO to our amiable governor? CSO, Chief Security Officer. Those are the jobs that Chief Security Officer are supposed to be doing, going out in the street. Let's see the way we can mingle with this, our youth, who no matter what they think they have, let's mingle with them and take them away from this, whatever they think that is the best for them. They have been in the street for years. They have kept this oil money, like everyday money and everyday money. So we go there out before they come up. But when you take these people away, take them away to a place like for 6 months, their brain will be calm. Try to give them good orientation, change their mindset. Change their mindset, like you are building a camp for them. Change their mindset, change their thinking, change the way they do things. You will see these people will come to your level. That is what I see. That is what I think.
Right.
But nobody's going for this youth now. Nobody's going for the youth.
So, like I said, it all boils down to what we're saying.
Yes.
These people are going. It's a use and dunk mentality.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Eventually, they have made the criminals, the colors, to become relevant in Edo State politics. They have made Agberos become relevant in Edo State politics. When I mean they have made colors relevant, there are some factions in APC and PDP that will tell you I'm an Aye. The other person will say I'm what's the other one? Eye. The other person will tell you I'm so and so. I'm so and so. When we're supposed to be discussing good governance. But it has not.
But with all those things they cause problem. Those things it cause problem where it cause problem where.
And this problem now for bottom level, not before the top level.
Yes.
The top level still there. People there where be say, then they for up level, they still they form a year or whatever color. You understand what I'm saying? So, for the bottom level also, you understand what I'm saying? People still the way they form a year and all of that. Like I always say, I have nothing against confraternity personally. It depends on how confraternity shape your own life. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But the initial intention, the purpose of confraternity, let's go a little bit back. Like you said, the purpose of confraternity when it was first started in Nigeria by what was this man's name? The Yoruba man. Wole Soyinka. Confraternity was not to use for politicians to use to oppress other politicians or for
as a talk.
To oppress themselves. Confraternity was then created as a way we say, if me and you go school together, we graduate.
Yes.
If you first see job for somewhere, You go call me, say, my brother, see, oh, I get this kind of job somewhere. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was to help each other grow.
To influence each other. To influence each other.
But today on, they've turned confraternity into Oka made pistol.
But do you see, no, most of these leaders, these politicians we are talking about, they are the one empowering these boys when it comes to politics. You not you have been in Benin, you are older than me. I know you know what politics look like. That anything you use for politics, they're not the returner. You know that. As fashion is going on right now, I can tell you how many guns that are be imports to Edo State, which we know other states. But can we really do this? Because you know why? They will not give us the chance to do it. We can tell you, as we are sitting here, we can tell you where guns is in Edo State right now. And those guns, they are using it. They will give this gun to our youth. After the election, our youth go call the youth and they want year and confirm where say, man, this election, now my guy not be the governor, now my guy be the vice. So anybody make your art and we your day. So the your kind of come the youth and they want confirm. That is the truth. You see now that election is coming. No politician will allow courts to fight now for 2 months. You know why? Because in politics time now, you are going to use all the rainbow. Because if we're there, you cannot use them. Government you give them, now they'll take it themselves. So if we're there now, just mark it not the election. There will be no crisis that will last for 2 months in Edo State. This is what we know. We are straight because they know that the time of that election, the artist color is going. They're going to give money to artist color chairman, pink color, red color, black, green, yellow, and white, and whatever. So and you are going to tell them to bring their issues zonan coordinators. To bring the capable men from them, the men that you know say bad, he and they good for machine where he and good where you know. Then he will bring it. Then this color we bring. The court is okay. You guys will meet in so school. So this kind of time around 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the night. Now John and one for move. You may want go carry. You may say war day. They don't kill your friend. Yeah, and that kind of person they say now to one go do waka. Now that government they give you now you take killer.
That's so
because beef already there. That's why they will not allow it. Now, when there is any cross crisis now, before 22 weeks, they will settle it because they need these people. Because a lot of things are being imported right now to Edo State.
So we have a situation here that, like I said, the government alone cannot handle this issue. Considering the dynamics involved in this cult killing, the dynamics involved in colors. You know, you wear red, I wear green beret, or the other person wear yellow beret, the other person wear blue beret. You know, so the thing where they cause all these things be say our government then they get hand inside, not be all of some of them. Some of our politicians, people where they mobilize our food social for inside politics, they get hand inside this what do they call them? Inside all this court killing. But at the end of the day, who suffers and who benefits? So it becomes this mentality of the rich get richer and the poor.
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you now.
Hear me? Ambassador Dada, I'm going to invite you again. So give me a second, guys. Let me invite he was just here, but something happened and he was kind of logged up. So just 1 second. Ambassador. Okay. So give me a second here, guys. So, okay, there you are. You're back again on the screen.
Yeah, because
yeah. So you're back. So we apologize for the quick little break.
No, thank you.
So, like I said, it's about this: the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The rich, the political elite continues to empower our younger generation. During election time, they give them guns, they start killing themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And then, what is it saying? Say, Sherman, okay. They empower these young ones with guns during election, and then after election, you dump them. Now, what do you want them to do when you've already empowered them with guns and other ammunitions? They will have no choice than to be.
Thank you.
Yeah, because one, you're going to tell you on a normal basis. So the way what we have to do now is that we have to change our mentality from the top to the bottom. That's why we need to
call for a revolution of our state.
The revolution of the mind.
Yes.
Because we're going to keep on in this never-ending cycle where we will use our politicians will use this young children. If they are not even fully developed, they don't even know how to make proper decisions yet. You give them guns, politics, election come, you use them, and then after election you dump their asses, and then they're left with these guns, and what do you expect them to do? And we have people in America who are supposed to be, championing this fight, speaking against this, but because one man wants to go home, because all he cares about is how he wants to go to Benin. He sold his senses.
Okay, Epa, let's go into this politics. On your Epa, please, I'm very sorry, to be frank. That issue that take our governor, our city governor, our amiable governor right now, to the domination of our brother's house, Hotel Comritoni Kabaka, does it really go down well with you? Does it really go down well with you?
The demolition of Tony Kabaka's hotel, right?
Yeah. Does it really go down well with you?
Yes. When I discuss issues like this, I use a method called the IRAC.
Yes.
I look at the issues.
Yes.
I look at the rationalities.
Yeah.
The analysis in the issue, and then I come to a conclusion.
Okay.
In terms of Tony Kabaka's hotel, the issue was the property on the government land.
Okay.
Do we have proof that the property, the hotel, was on government land? That's the issue, right?
But there was still a case that the case was still in court. We saw a case that the case was still in court, something like that.
Right. We saw it. Right. I understand that. But like I said, first, we must identify the issue. Prior to the case being in court, was the ground, the property, the landed property where the hotel was built, was it already allocated as a government property?
Okay.
And if it was already allocated as a government property, does any individual, any citizen has the right to build on government property?
No.
That's the issue. Now, the rationalities behind that. If we can identify that, yes, that is government property. The rationalities behind it is how big is the property that was built? What portion of government property was used? Okay, what justification did Tony Kabaka have to build on government property? What justification?
Okay, can I ask a question, sir? Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask a question about that property? But that property was there since our amiable governor come in. Don't you think that because of this crisis, people will think that it's because of this crisis that make the governor demolish the house? Because the house was there when our governor called him. The house was there 2016, 17, 18, 119 or Y20. When the political fracas started a little, you know, and due to Shabbat, you know, all those people, they Shabbat, they no molest and all those things. Don't you think these things sometimes people will think that the governor is just doing this just because they are not working for him? That's why he's trying to punish them. You know, our Nigeria, the way we think, maybe we not think the other way around the way you think now. Mostly we that is average primary school goer. You know the way we think. We all think now because you know my chairman, because my chairman, they know the supporter. So this man must go. Why go scatter chairman? I don't know if you understand. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
No, I get what you're saying. Trust me. You can't understand it.
Because
I love a topic. I'm going to use something called red herring. Red herring. For those of you who know what I mean by red herring. So, what do you think if you were in the position of Governor Godwin Obaseki and you are a governor, right?
Yeah.
We're playing roles now. Let's assume you are the governor of Edo State. Ambassador,
yes.
Right?
Yes. He's a governor. Okay. A governor.
And
His Excellency, sir.
Someone deliberately or knowingly or unknowingly builds a hotel on government property. And the issue came to your table as the governor. What would you do?
First of all, I will call the like a land surveyor and a land surveyor being the people that they, you know, for them to verify if this land is included in a government property, for me to verify, you know, maybe I may not be a governor.
We have already established that you know what, this is a government's property. We already have that establishment. We already establish until our government get the land.
Okay.
So in that case, what do you do?
To me, if I happen to be the governor, rather we come to like I will call him. We cannot demolish this house. We will turn it to a factory or a women's shelter house.
Okay.
Then I will compensate him. I will compensate him for his prop, like the roof, the building, the blocks, and the materials. I will compensate him. Not all, due to the area that belongs to the government. I will not compensate that side.
Okay. Let me say this from a military, as a veteran, as a military man. If I were to make the decision, one, I would demolish the property. If I was the governor, and I had to make a solid decision, as a leader, even if it was my father that built that house, or even if it was my mother or my son, for the fact that I want to set an example, I want to create a precedent, what I would do is to demolish the property.
Okay.
That way, we're creating a standard so that other people coming from the back will not engage in that type of behavior.
Yes.
If I demolish the property, I will send the person to jail. Jail time. If you did that, I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you did what happened in Benin, in Minneapolis, you will not only go to jail, you will pay fines. You will pay the fine. Whatever amount it costs to demolish that property, it will become that person's responsibility.
Wow.
That's if I was to act as a leader.
Yes.
But if I was to act in a situation that I'm not a leader, as an ordinary citizen, people will say, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's from a layman's perspective. Acting as a normal, I would make excuses for him.
Yes, yes.
As a citizen, as a fellow citizen.
Yes.
You understand? Remember,
yes.
Now I'm speaking from perspective. As a leader,
yes.
this decision I will make, or as a citizen, a decision they have to make, it will be two different things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
So, but back on the topic of killing.
Okay.
Cultism.
Yes.
Agberoism. But for that, you know it. And don't worry, Avo. Or what you have, mommy, no time I get in you, waiting your dollar.
Oh, wait, yeah. That's true.
That's exactly what's happening right now. Oshiomole is single-handedly destroying Edo State. Not only his own self, but Edo State political image.
Okay.
The whole world is watching. Nigerians all over the world are watching. Oshiomole has just killed his own political career.
Okay.
By throwing a political tantrum. Ujere biakade we ohahere. Yadi we mehere bade bane. Idi phone nane. It will take one whatever game. Roblox. There's a give it to me. Yeah, one me video. When of coming here, also have here. I want the phone. I want the phone. Tantrum.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Oshiomole and his colleagues are doing right now.
But let me see. Okay, let me see. Come in another way. Let me come in the other way because me I don't like politics, but you are trying to put me into a little bit politics. Let me go in the other way. Don't we think whether Oshiomole and our amiable governor, whether they have one or two, what with the common masses, with the commoner that does not know what is going on right now? Because what we are hearing that Oshiomole say share money, our governor say no one share money, and different things like that. Okay. Whether the governor share or did not share or whatever, what can't we, like we the masses, come out to speak for what we know that is better or what we know that is okay for us? Instead of how long are we continue to be being imposed, like they will be imposing people as a governor to us as a citizen of Edo State? I don't think a few set of people cannot demand the fate of like almost 4 million people. It does not really work for. So if we know that, that is when this area of unity comes around. Because one person cannot say, "Na my need the year," the other one will say, "Because this one not favor me," this one will say, "Now this one favor me." We the common artists, who can favor us? We the commoner that we were not into politics. Our papa, our mama, they did not know us as a political talks or a political innuendos. So. Who will now favor us? This is the time with the youth to come at. What that is is our amiable governor that said the masses really see that the demand is working. I think the masses have to decide the fate of the masses, not individual. If they're saying Pastor Sage Zeyamu the masses will come out to decide the fate of the masses, not some group set of people, or because I'm a member of EPM or I'm a member of Togba, I will not be deciding the fate of like 1 million. That is not good because I want to be stomach infrastructure. We should do it on the streets. Let's see what the streets. Let's see what the streets had for the youth.
Yes, anywhere Belle face. Stupidity, you know what? We have been conditioned over the years to be at the position of attention. When the political elite say, stand up, we stand. When they say jump, you ask how high.
Yeah.
The political elite, which Oshiomole happens to, believe it or not, is the truth. Oshiomole is one of the political elites in Edo State, considering he's a national chairman of APC for the whole of Nigeria, not just for Edo State, for the whole of Nigeria. So he believes he has now gotten himself into this mindset that where more I am the kingmaker in Edo State. Manatimi no say.
But if I can still correct that even in Western world where you live, sir, there is nowhere you don't have Godfather. Even in Western world, there is nowhere you don't have a Godfather. But that can pop some set of people say it's because of Godfather. Do you think that is true? There is no place to make Godfather nothing.
Let me tell you something, my brother. You just made the point that there's nowhere there's no Godfather in the world, which is absolutely true. I live in America here, where even you in Germany, Italy, that's the home of the Godfathers.
Yes.
And America here, Donald Trump is slowly becoming a Godfather also. The Bush family. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We have Godfathers everywhere.
Yeah.
But Godfatherism has a limit. There's a limit to which Godfatherism.
Yeah, not everything you decide.
Can decide.
Not everything you decide. Yeah.
Not everything.
Yeah.
There comes a time whereby the masses.
You just let him go. That you are strong now. You are strong now, so I believe you can do it. Just let him go.
Right. Yes. A time comes whereby the voice of the people overcomes the Godfather.
Yes.
So what Oshiomole is trying to do here, okay? The interest of every Godfather is economic based or economic interest.
Okay.
As we speak, Amawa Nonya in Edo State University in Yamo. Jago Oshiomole Onya o. But I have to get Edo State University.
Billions of naira, billions.
Okay, in a society that works, like I said, if I was the governor of Edo State, Oshiomole would have been in jail right before the probe, the Central Hospital probe. If Oshiomole was locked up in jail,
but the present governor now was the economy to the Oshiomole regime now for that 8 years, economic team, something like that.
Yes, yeah,
and I believe that there is nothing that we go through that is allocated to Edo State that it will not go through our city governor office. He must go through his office as an economic whatever.
So
I think he is aware.
Okay.
Yes, I think he was aware of all the transaction. He was aware of all the transaction.
Yeah. Yes. If Obaseki, as the chairman of the economic team, is if he makes the critical decisions in economy, okay?
Yeah.
At the same time, where Germany, in Germany, a governor does not award a contract.
No.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In America, the government does not award contract.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Only in Nigeria, a governor now award the contract.
Wow.
So as an economic team, he might be able to put the mathematics together and put the paperwork together. Where, okay, this is what it would take to have this project done.
Yes.
But then the financial responsibility still falls on the former governor then, who was Governor Adams Oshiomole. So the financial responsibility still falls on him. So when I hear people say he was the economic chairman or he was the head of the economic team, he was not the one making the economic decision. He created he created like a blueprint where I can follow a blueprint now. Maybe he must have said, okay, this project is going to cost us 20 billion naira, for example. Based on this XYZ expenses and cost and analysis or what what you may call it. But at the end of the day, the governor is the one who awards the contract. And I believe our amiable governor is a little bit too lenient. Our amiable governor is a little bit too, I'm trying to be I believe he's too calm. He's too civil.
But don't you think something is pushing there? That's why is both of them they are trying to do one or two. The governor is calm. Whether the national chairman is calm. Don't you think there is something hidden that both of them know? Like in a thing that me and you cannot even discuss.
Yes. Let me tell you, if I was Governor Godwin Obaseki, if I was governor, like I said, if I want to act as a citizen, it's a different perspective. It's a different mindset versus if I want to act as a leader. Leadership comes with the responsibility of removing your empathy, or no, not use the word your empathy, yourself. Where as a leader you have to be firm. Let me put it that way. You have to be rigid. Yeah. It's like you are going to war. Uvie battle on your or second, I have to see where FCC or fear.
It's not concern me.
Yeah. So you understand what I'm saying? From a leadership perspective and from a citizen. If mena elite a governor, ave no sununa, ege sunu when no see. The number one, Oshiomole. Eba orarega, oraruwoko. Oraruwoko prisoner. For that central hospital Central hospital alone is enough for Oshiomole to be behind bars in Oko prison.
I don't know, say Menata, but that you were mentioned way. There is something fishing of because inside that issue, enemy hospital, the hospital that was a central hospital, and we also hear about the Waterstone project. There is something fishing that me and you cannot even talk about. Because
of course,
you know me, I don't like politics. I know, but you they push me, they go inside. But you they push me, they go inside because I don't want to be like. Well, I beg. All I just know that I like a good governor. All we know that I love a good governor. A governor that have plan for the future, that have plan for the people. That is what I really do love. I clamor for those kind of people that he just want you to be giving you, but he wants you to also learn how to fish that fish. I like those kind of people that plan ahead tomorrow, not only today. Even the time of this, what we people call Agbewu, whatever they may call it. Listen, there was a people that was aiming very well, but as we are talking now, they don't even have 50 by 100 because they was not making plan for that money because the money they come every day. I don't know if you understand. So I like people that really like make people to know that your tomorrow is more greater than today. That is what I always believe in my life, that my tomorrow is greater than today. Today we come and go, but tomorrow we never go. Today we come and go. You know, so that's why we say this issue of this thing, man, not to go far. Make up less. I can't go divert. Can't go the. Well, I will go. I may PM. Why go? ACM. Talk about why go? Why go? I'm not there any party. I'm not be politician. Talk about I'm not be politician. APM. I'm not be. I don't speak out of as in what I know that. Definitely is good for the people. We need to decide a good governor for ourselves, not people opposing person on us. It's not good. How long will continue? That one is slavery. That is advanced slavery. Advanced slavery. That the masses don't have for it. Nobody, you know, they just like what we are doing. Like when you want to talk, people, the sort of people would like to silence you or they want to kill you because of who are you? Because the masses don't have voice any longer. Because now my name they don't hear. You don't want anybody to come or come under you or for you to empower person because you want to be the boss, you want to be the chef, you want to be an everything at the same time. That is the problem we are facing. I know say with this thing that we are talking about, say no to this Curtis killing. Those people are the people too that will still use against us tomorrow. Like when I see that boy that anytime he come Edo State, we'll make sure we finish him. What, because they see that there is a light to what we are saying, or there is a way we can rehabilitate this.
We are creating awareness.
You know,
that's just the fact. Yes, there's an awareness that we are creating. You know that people think of it, but they might not see the relevance, or they might not see the magnitude of the harm that these things they do to our people. You know.
Yes.
So it's unbelievable that in the year 2020, You know, we still have. There was a video I saw. I think I told you about it the other day, of a boy who was about the age of my son, maybe about 14 years old. You
Yeah.
know, a
Yeah.
small boy, small boy. This is a boy who should be thinking about how he's going to go to university, or a boy who is thinking
Okay.
about who should be thinking about how he's going to, finish secondary school or high school. But a young
Yeah.
boy, at most maybe 14 or 15,
It was
got
killed.
involved. Yes, got involved into this color, black color, or yellow beret or whatever, and his peers, they shot him in the head with Oka made in broad daylight.
Yeah.
So we are
We also
creating a generation. Liberia, one of the smallest countries in Africa, went through civil war.
Yeah.
And I followed a lot of the documentaries from Liberia. But I will tell you that the things that is happening in Benin right now with our youths killing themselves did not happen during the war in Liberia.
Government dey Edo State, he plenty pass Gary Mede farm. Gone. That is in Edo State. He plenty pass Gary Mede side farm. Because they don't say na normal level, na normal thing now. Na normal thing. I mean, they like, but I should say that is about today we make it like 15 days now. About some group of boys call us, and by the grace of God, we do some things. Even I see what boys throw inside toilet to come out for. I said, that's why why, when you are trying to tell people that there is a way we can do things. It's not everything we just say, government, Obaseki, not they try, if this one can, I go try. No, not everything government can do. We the masses have a lot of flow to play when it comes to security.
Yeah, when we first spoke last week or 2 weeks ago, you told me about this a couple of young men that your organization
that we raise almost close to a million naira for. As we are talking now, those boys, I cannot dispose their identity or where they live right now. No. But by His grace of God, those boys, wait till they show us, put for a side toilet. If we only that thing say no to killing movement did, I think we are deserved. We just deserve some things. When you see things
taken away from the streets.
Hey, wow. As we are talking now, one is learning tipper driver, the other one is learning how to plumber, and the other one is learning how to fix interlocking. The other one, and one have wife and children. We rent an apartment for him, a room and a parlor. Now the boys, I think they are well okay.
Okay, just a second.
This is the way we can take these boys from the streets.
Yes. Just a second, brother Dadamas. Yeah, Mr. Caller, can you please reduce your phone? Okay, the person hung up. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead with our discussion, my brother. So as we were saying,
so because you know why, sir, you see this gun, it's not just for Lady Curtis alone. No. This gun is for me living in Europe, you living in Europe. It can happen to anybody in any time if we do not find solution. We have these Curtis in Delta State, we have these Curtis in Lagos State, we have these Curtis in Port Harcourt or whatever. Why is it that Edo on every 2 weeks, every 3 months is like normal thing to us now? Only the one that happen for Lagos now, people are shouting. That one that happen once in a while. Talk less of Edo State, we experience this thing as normal now. Even our mothers, they don't even know say, because our mother, they are used to it right now that because yes, because the mother know that his son is, it's not like a normal thing. We need to change these things. We should make our mothers smiles again. Our wife, they are crying, our children, no husband, no father, no children any longer. Or because of we are cutting our destiny short because of I'm a member of red, black, green, yellow. What we should drop this thing. This thing is to associate yourself to make sure you will get influence. So we should not drop this thing and look at it, my brother. I always say this thing every day. The color you said you are killing for, believe me, the family said you are killing for. They are not even proud of you because you know why? You are not killing for your confraternity. You are killing because of color. You are not because anybody you share the blood. You are not taking the blood to the gods you serve. Right. The gods you serve does not deserve blood. It does not want blood from any you. So you are killing for your own son, because check out, but by if you fetch, you not go concern a Kenwa road. Because they'll say, because now to show that this thing is just color, we are killing ourselves or not. Because I wish is the real confraternity, the brotherhood that you are saying.
Don't big my brother, 1 second. Okay. My brother, it was me and ya neru. My case when broadcasting now. My brother and Ambassador Dada Masses. Osabu Aguero.
He said,
no, how women in Mado Taverna or Muyo. No, how women in Mado Taverna. You get on my yen, Rudoni. I when you hear the Mario Bo. I when you hear the Mario or doggy pastor. I when you hear the Mario. A meteor song. Ticket no money did hear my cake no money did win any Marie or near picture Marie. Mama give away. Mama give you the permission. By the power of the Almighty God,
yes,
by the
amen.
power of Allah, by the power in the name of Jesus, by the power of Obaname, by the power of Olokun, by the power of Omila, we decree and declare that all such power, all such plans will be rendered void and null in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
We have not given you any permission. We have not given you any authority over our lives. We have not given you any authority over our destiny. No, when you have any matter now, or my yen, or when you hear any Mario Robo, a dog or
yes.
Mama, we ask that every plan of the enemy shall return back to sender by the power of the Almighty God, by the power of Jesus, by the power of Allah, by the power of Ogumame, by the power of Obaname, by the power of Omila, by all powers in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So I want you to turn it. So as we were saying,
so my brother, our youth to really need to know that mostly our youth in Edo State that bros, whatever you think you are promoting to killing, to be killing your brother, you are not promoting your confraternity. Never.
No.
You are promoting your color and the number one man in charge of that particular zone. That is what you are promoting. You are not promoting your national or your confraternity. Because bros, you can be fighting in Ikpobai, you know go concern you Bini. Because they'll say na zone. But as far you call it confraternity, as you are warring in Benin, you are supposed to be warring all over the world because you share one common goal or one common aim. You believe on one tradition. But to show that whatever you that is killing, that is pulling that heat, bro, is not for your confraternity or for your family. You are doing it to promote your own zone, and to do whatever you need to do. And do not also forget that is we need to make our youth realize this thing. Our Edo State youth to realize that you can check it. You belong to this game. Your mother was not there. Your wife was not there. Your children was not there. But they find you class. They not see you. They kill your mama for which you don't know what your man don't know nothing about. Your wife. They pull a trigger on your wife to put a message down. Your son. Check them. Okay. Let's just assume that they did not kill your mother, they don't kill your family, and they see you for us, they kill you, and your wife get belle. No, boutique say don't born, and your wife get belle. What will come about that your born child? Who will not take care of him? Take me till you live with my brother them. Listen, if you die, you get family because of different color. Believe me, now let 2 weeks, 2 months, now don't play with your wife. After them finish. Believe me, because after they die, your escort they hand over and they give another person. Because the team must move on. The team must move on. It's not for you. Not be say you buy ya, no. You must move on. After they confirm you, bro. Sam, that night, I hear don't shoot God or go kill unnecessary people. But that night, they don't hand over your post, give another person. And your wife is in pain. Believe me. How long are we continue to be look at now our Edo State girls now widow, young girl of 23 go tell you saying a widow. My husband was killed because of different color. Not be criminal not there Edo State again. No. What we are experiencing is not criminal, it's just courtesan killing. And we need to do something about it, mostly with our base in Western world, because our security in Nigeria is not in Edo State is not safe. And don't get it funny that it's the governor that will bring this kind of thing. Never, and it will never happen. A governor cannot be on the national TV to say that I banished it. You know, some people talk out of like, I don't know, this thing is registered body. You can ban the courts. Can you ban the main issue, the main courts? That don't you know that there are dignities that belong to a governors, a vice governors, a lawyers, and whatever. So those things they are registered and they have their registration number. You can say you ban courts. They will join to ban the courts. They are courts. But can you ban the male orgame, the teammate founder? You cannot ban them. No. So this thing we all need to come together as an Edo State youth. Let's try the way we can work with our youth. This thing is what Say No to Killing movement. We know how to penetrate this youth. We not what we can do. You know the problem is that they want us to be showing all those people on live video so that people can be like seeing what we are doing. But do not forget we are dealing with intellectuals, and we are also we are supposed to be intellectual, because anybody that is doing anything for you. Yeah, thank you. No, listen, man, let me make you understand. We are not saying that it must just stop, but at least there would be a redemption. Like at least out of these 2 weeks, maybe it could be once in a year, and before that once in a year, maybe 1 week. I will settle in. Have you not heard a case of Edo State courts award me with 3 good moss?
Of course.
And nobody will settle. All of them go by the servant house.
One day. Courtesan was only among university students.
Okay.
How did we get to this level? Where a courtesan here can we walk?
Let me come into come into that. You know this confraternity. I do study a lot about them. They let you know why. Most of our brother that was initiated in the campus, they were like, you know, this thing they don't say now money and like now money consciousness. They decided to come to street. They don't say they don't come out for school. Nowhere they'll feel they get that income again. So they'll just come street. Carry one guy, tell and say, you know, say me now I want it, I get it. So I'll make you this thing, but you they pay me my homage. And those our brother in school, they have a big role to play with this issue of street or whatever confraternity that is going on, because you are supposed after school, you are supposed to drop your color. After school, drop your bush name, drop your injust, whatever. After school, you are supposed to drop your identification. As you graduate, drop your identification. Because he endanger our life. After school, practicing confraternity, he endanger our life. So those are the people that are supposed to be orientated, all those young generation. But rather than we go, I'll make you the number one man, give me 10K. I'll do this one. Oh, yeah, carry a call, if you run for her. Now, me, if anybody else, we tell us, say, I'm runner. Now, so this city began in that street because there was, you know, Ikpaje. They were looking for this Ikpaje. You know, they were looking for that's how this thing enters, and it being in the street is not even the crime. We have a lot of people that run this in the street, but they are more they are where coordinate more than the one in school. They are more coordinates, they are more wise than the understand. So it's just the few ones, and those few ones, we know what Say No to Killing movement know what they need. I swear, we know what they need, and we know how to catch them. We will catch them without nobody will go to jail. No, the police self go. They even they happy. The commissioner of police of Edo, he will be happy that wow, in my regime there was peace, and those people we know how to rehabilitate them, put things into them, take them far away from Edo State, go and lecture them in maybe in Sabisa Forest. We'll go and lecture them for like once or 6 months. Then we release them again.
All right. So let's digress a little bit back into the state of what is it called? The state of politics in Edo State. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear brothers and sisters, if you are just tuning in and you've not shared this broadcast, please, we want you to share this broadcast.
Please share.
We
Let it
are
go viral,
currently
please.
talking about the situation of Edo State politics amidst the current brawl, frivolous in nature, and so many other things going on. We are all tired. Like I said, Oshiomole, former governor of Edo State, Adams Oshiomole, cannot force Yamu on Edo people. You understand what I'm saying? Yamu is a man of his own character, a pastor, a person who claims to be a pastor, but at the same time lacks any moral standard whatsoever. Oshiomole cannot decide the fate of. I read the comment. Oshiomole cannot decide the fate of all Edo people, both at home and in diaspora. Based on his political, points or his political brevity. No, let me say based on his political status. He cannot use his status to intimidate our amiable governor Godwin Obaseki or even intimidate Edo citizens in general. We are urging all Edo citizens in diaspora, the Bush Lion and the crew. We are urging Edo people all over the world. Please go on social media. We're not inciting violence. I'm against violence, but we are begging you all to go on social media. Do an audio, do a video, go in the streets if possible. Edo people at home. I was expecting that by now there will be numbers of Edo people in the streets fighting against this injustice.
Yes.
Fighting against the rascality, the political rascality of Adams Oshiomole. But our people are silent. But we all know that at the end of the day, the masses are the ones, the people are the ones who will determine their own fate.
Yes.
Whether Governor Godwin Obaseki runs as a PDP candidate or as an APC candidate, what matters is that he's still going to be running in the next election. And that's what
Okay, sir. Please, this our governor that is coming out again, that he want to go for another election. What is the preparation? I can say for the past 3 years, I did not see any preparation for the youth, not for the education. He tried when it comes to education, when it comes to infrastructure and whatever. I saw those things. But me, you know me, I care about the youth. Me, I can tell you, I did not see anything that concerns the youth in this administration of close to 4 years now. So this second time now, or this second tenure, what did this our amiable governor have for the youth? I'm not talking about any other person. I'm talking about the youth.
Well, that's a question that I would also love to ask our governor. The governor needs to just a second. The governor needs to let us know his plans for the youth.
For the youth.
Hello, Bush TV.
Hello.
Oh, Big Mama, is that Big Mama?
Big Mama.
Big Mama. How are you, Big Mama? We have Big Mama on the line. Big Mama from New York. Yes, Big Mama, please reduce your volume on the other side.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Big Mama. We're talking about the rascality, political rascality of Adams Oshiomole, and the unfair treatment that Adams Oshiomole have brought upon our amiable Governor Godwin Obaseki. So what do you have to say? And also, we're going to be coming back to our brother's question. Brother Dadamas asked a question. He said, What does Governor Godwin Obaseki has for the youth? Not for the
Yes.
elderly, not for the children, but the youth. How does he plan
Yeah.
to engage the youth
Them.
in those
Yeah.
states? We're going to be coming to
Yeah.
that question, but let's have Big Mama. Big Mama, you're welcome on board. Yes, Mama, how are you? I know we spoke over during the week, and
Yes,
we talked about a lot of things,
yes.
and we want to have your own input about what the rascality of Godwin Adam Soshomole and Isaiah Yamo.
Okay. Hello, my people.
Hello, Mama.
Everybody, Big Mama.
Big Mama in the
Yeah.
house.
Well, my own, the way I look at it, or the way I think it,
Mm-hmm.
or my own opinion,
Mm-hmm.
is that, first of all, Obaseki have done a great job for the adults.
Yes.
Not we in diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
We have nothing we have benefit. We doesn't benefit anything from Obaseki. But
Mm.
we are happy that Obaseki has done a lot in our own state. When we come to Benin, every one of us is happy
Mm.
because the way I do it before was not okay for nobody.
Right.
That's why you see a lot of people started building houses
In
in
Lagos.
Lagos.
Okay. And Mama, let
And
me interrupt you for a second, Big Mama. You know,
okay.
Big Mama just said the valid point. A lot of people, a lot of Edo people, a time came where people were not even thinking about building houses in Benin anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
There
saying.
were, yes,
Yeah, that's true.
everybody were
That's true.
as in
People were now
Lagos.
building houses in Lagos.
In Lagos, because when you come to Nigeria and you are living abroad and
Mm.
you see a lot of beautiful things in abroad,
Mm.
and the time you will come home and you don't have it in your own state, then
Mm.
when you come home, you will not stay in Lagos because Lagos is a little bit
Comfortable.
presentable.
Mm.
And you come home with your kids or whatever, you want your children to
His,
see
why
a
do you say so?
because some of them will ask you, oh, mommy, is this where you come from? What is
Mm.
going on?
Mm.
So, and you want a little comfort for your children. You want to stay in Benin, in Lagos.
Mm.
And most of people too, when they decided, no, we are from there, we are not going to run away. But if
Mm.
we decided to go to Benin, majority of us stay in hotels and because we want to see good of ourselves. Not that we don't have houses that we
Mm.
build, but because of things was not okay the way. People who live in Benin, they don't see the fear in Benin. But
Mm.
we who come from a distance, we see that fear. We see, is it okay? We see what is going on here.
Right.
But they don't see it, we see it.
Right.
But
Right.
now, I remember things about I've been in the post, I've traveled home, and things become better.
Right.
Even sometimes you live in GRA, you hear midnight when you hear police car driving every corner in GRA.
Mm-hmm.
You be
Mm-hmm.
happy of yourself that this is getting better.
Right.
So for Obaseki, I did not see what Obaseki have done wrong.
Right.
Because let's really come to senses here. If anybody that is a governor is giving money half and is not using it for the benefit of Edo,
Mm.
and is giving it to certain people,
Yes.
how do you think Edo will develop? It's not going to develop.
It's not going to develop.
It's not
Yes.
going to develop. When
Right.
the governor have a godfather,
Mm.
Edo is not going to develop.
And that's true.
And what so called this man in Lagos, Tinubu.
Tinubu.
Tinubu have been using those things. He have been using APC,
Mm.
this party.
Mm-hmm.
For since Tinubu become a party member
APC.
Of that party.
Yes.
So there is a program I did when Awolowo was alive. Awolowo did the same thing Tinubu is doing.
Mm.
Tinubu started from where Awolowo stopped.
Mm.
So the same thing always happens, unless when you be in their own circle. If you are not in their circle, it's not going to work.
Right.
But Obaseki did not stay in that circle. That's why we are seeing good things in in Benin today.
Right.
If Obaseki have to bring electricity for us,
yes, mommy,
we are not too happy.
Right.
What else do we want?
Right.
If Obaseki is doing things, we are not happy. What else do we want?
Yes.
Because certain group of people need money in their pocket.
Right.
The rest of us have to suffer.
Yes.
No. It's not right that way.
The rest of us cannot suffer because Oshiomole wants
Oshomole's
greed,
the
greed of money.
Tinubu is not a believer. Tinubu is not a believer. Tinubu has been among of the people who hold those in darkness.
In darkness.
Tinubu, they are the one who did not let Edo to have this thing. What did they call it? People.
Right.
Because they know they are making money out of it for themselves and to make Lagos State good. If we ask people, we will not be suffering.
Right.
There are a lot of our youth we have jobs. People is not saying why Obaseki did not give job us. Is it not the job we have we will give us?
Exactly.
It's what we have we will give us.
Right.
If we give
Mama.
Time,
yes.
Obaseki we build people and we do a lot of things and if we have jobs.
Yes. Mommy.
And that's the ones who don't want to work, who want free money.
Yes, Mama.
Yes,
there are two things we want to have your input. We're going to talk about cultism in a little bit because we have our one of our brother ambassador that man is talking about cultism. But mommy, what can you compare to Governor Godwin Obaseki's administration to that of Ali? I remember growing up, our parents were always talking about, school, free education, and all
free
So,
education. Yeah.
And I see a lot. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of our mommies and daddies comparing Governor Godwin Obaseki to Ali's administration. So apparently, it's like Ali and Ugbemudia. I think Governor Godwin Obaseki, Ugbemudia, and Ali. For some reason, I hear a lot of our, parents. Compare, grouping these three.
Definitely, I've done a program about Ogbemudia and Ali and Obaseki.
Okay.
That program is useful, and the Abisini people really did a great thing in Nigeria. I know I school during Ogbemudia's time.
Okay.
And during Ogbemudia's time, Ogbemudia did a lot for the police and he did a lot in education. Even that time during Ogbemudia, every year, all the school in Benin, Ogbemudia always bring make sure we feed us. How they will cook a lot of food, we will eat happy during Ogbemudia's time. And Ogbemudia's time, the education system was so good. And parents were not trashing themselves. The children will go to school, they will be relaxed because that was during the time at school. But during Abdul Ali's time, Abdul Ali did a lot in education too. He followed the system of Ogbemudia. And Ali did education and a lot of people in this school during Ali's time.
Okay.
Even when Awolowo was having kickback, he was a godfather to Abdul Salim. Taking from Abdul Salim did not put anything in his pocket. He did not think about himself. He was thinking about giving Awolowo and make sure Edo is good. People in Edo State they are getting enough. He wasn't thinking about himself. That's why we need to honor these two people, Ogbemudia and Ali. Okay. They're supposed to honor them every day. They're supposed to make sure their children, some of their children, is their heart position in Edo. Now, when Obaseki came in, Obaseki did a lot in education because education was flat.
Right.
It was flat. Nobody again who thinks about education again because people were not thinking about how we can make money for just one night or 2 nights or in a month or 3 months. People were not thinking right again because when school system is done, the children will be done, the youth will be done because they are not thinking that if really they really face their education, they will be up there. They are not seeing that because the people who rule after Abu Salih was not doing anything. They didn't do anything. They did not do anything. Nothing to write about. So because of that, the children was not seeing it, but they want to be rich, but they don't know how to do it.
Right.
So we find somebody that's coming now and said, okay, want to do for us. Why? Let us have patience. But what did they call him? Oshiomole said no. And the other one in Lagos said no.
Right.
So somebody give his children the best education that they needed.
Yes.
It's not even thinking about those
interest.
So, what I know is that please, Obaseki, I'm begging on Obaseki. If Oshiomole shouldn't bring the down, maybe because the one they are doing after they do this, then we called Obaseki in Abuja and said, we will give you this good position, take this and forget about Edo and let whosoever it is there, Yamu to be a governor in Edo State. I'm begging Obaseki that it should please not to bring Edo State down. If they are not, if Edo State are starting to be a governor in this party, let me move to another party. If FPC they said no, why can't Obaseki go to PDP? What are they calling them? PDP? I don't. Let me go to that party and make a job good because Obaseki, my brother, you were born and raised in the name.
Right.
You have that blood, that right son. That is what you grow up with.
Yes.
Please, we are begging on you to say, if this party is not good, it doesn't mean it's the end of your governorship.
Right.
You go to another party. If you go to that party, do a good job.
Yes.
And also, the people and business coming.
Mommy.
And the saying is just about invite people from other countries from the Australian Benin.
Yes.
Who can come to Benin? If there is anything you will try them, if they come in and they said, oh, we have 10 million to open this business. Tell them to open that business. If that business succeeds, I will give you 3 million extra to help you or 4 million to help you to employ more people.
Mommy,
where America do with
that's it. Mommy, what I believe is that Oshiomole just killed APC. Oshiomole has just killed APC and also in Edo State.
That party
is out, and he also.
He really with it in me.
Yes.
We really want the good of Edo State. That party is out.
And
because I don't see any reason we believe the person that done a lot for the year. He's still crying that he wants to do more. Why do we want to go and take another person which we don't know if he will do anything for us?
Yes.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
Because one of our brothers that I always see in social media calling himself Akataka.
You mean the mommy? You mean the one we call the lion and the tiger combined?
The lion and the tiger combined. That's our brother. And he's saying he wants to go to
I don't think
you go to Mexico when you go to Nigeria.
Mommy,
you're going to rob Nigeria.
Yes.
He's not making it, and he's wearing a t-shirt. One t-shirt, all those t-shirts he's wearing, all of them have paid out.
He has been
go to Nigeria and hold up to Edo State Treasury.
Yes.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
You know,
we have to really think before we do things.
Yes.
You are not making it here. You couldn't work.
Yes.
You only told me, sometimes when I look at him, I cry for him. You bring that yourself. You will see the poverty level is so low.
Yes.
Then you are crying now. Only what that the brother do is to look for anything where he can get money. And he said he's fighting for what do you call them? The poor people.
Yes.
Is that Is it poor?
No.
Is it poor man?
Mommy.
Is not a poor man.
No, that.
No, Oshiomole is not a poor person.
Yes, that.
Tinubu is not a poor person.
Yes.
And for example, when you call yourself that you fight for poor people.
Yes.
If that guy come out and said, okay, I have 10 million, 5 billion,
yes,
and I want people to support me, and I want people who will go with me to go and bring our people from any country, Africa country back to Nigeria.
Yes.
You, Bush Lion, I know you have American passport.
Yes, ma'am.
I have American passport.
Yes.
And we will get people in Europe who have that passport too.
Yes.
It can be any color of passport. So we will come out and say, oh, this Lion and the Saga said we have money that we will bring that to go and bring our people. We will have money to it.
Mommy.
So go with him and go and bring
our people. What I believe is yes.
But you have not done anything. You are just saying anything that happens in Benin.
Mommy. What it is that the lion, the so-called lion and tiger combined, the so-called brother who called himself a lion and tiger combined. One thing is this, is misguided. He himself has not even found who he is yet.
No,
that's the problem. The main problem with him is that he does not even know who he is, and he does not even know where he belongs. And yet,
let me tell you, when
yes. Hold up, who is this guy? I'm gonna be blocking this idiot. You've been constituting nuisance for a while. Neo Victor Priest, this is gonna be your last comment here.
When a man,
these are the kind of people we're trying to.
When a man fails in life,
yes,
he will just start, when you go this way, you say,
let me try. Yes.
Let me try. You know when a goalkeeper is waiting for a ball, he jump here and there.
Yes.
And he become a hunter.
Yes.
That is the way. That's the way I see. When a man fails, they continue hunting everywhere. But they will not remember they are preaching.
Yes.
They are preaching, they will put their preaching behind and start doing all nonsense. That is where I look at the way my brother is doing.
Yes.
Are we crying for what we will help our people? Our people matter. They matter.
Right.
Now, Tinubu is helping his brother and sister in Lagos, the Yoruba.
Yes.
And he's not talking about the Benin, but he's coming to Benin to come and get money into his pocket. So, I'm telling you, Benin come back to where the way they are before. All of us, let's go to Lagos and go and hunt us out of that money in Lagos, because people will not come as well Edo and put us in darkness again. That is not going to happen.
Yes.
That is what I really see here.
Go downstairs.
Go.
Yes.
Right.
Mommy, it's okay. I mistakenly blocked you. I apologize. I was supposed to block someone else. But go ahead, Big Mama.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
For my people.
Yes.
I can't say Nigeria is not in Nigeria. They are horrible. They are all big boys. So, but I'm crying for my people. I can't eat and put my head on my pillow and say everything is okay.
Right.
Just say, put my people behind, please. We all have to wake up this time. We are not doing this for Obaseki. We are doing it for our people.
Right.
If Obaseki is not good, we won't be there for him.
Yes.
And if we come again, in many parties, Obaseki come out.
Yes.
Let our people help Obaseki to come in.
Thank you.
And if Obaseki is not doing the right thing,
yes.
After 4 years, we tell him to leave.
That's right. Mom, Big Mama, we have one final question for you. What is your suggestion concerning the killing of our youth, especially cultism? They are killing themselves. Mama, what advice do you have for the government to assist, and for the youths themselves? What advice do you have for them?
First of all, I'm going to talk about the youth themselves before the government. I'm begging them. I'm using this media to beg all my children. I don't care whatever you belong to. Please, please. We love you guys, please. Just put yourself together and let peace reign. Because we don't want to know any of our children to die. Where I pray for my children, that's where I pray for them. Please, my children, I beg on you. Please, we know all governors that come in have done a wrong thing.
Yes.
That's why the whole thing becomes to this extent. And again, please, let's be together. You don't have to kill. Just be together and make that state be a better place. We are proud of every one of you. We love every one of you.
Yes, Mama.
And I'm going to talk the governor. I'm going to talk to governor.
Yes.
Why? Because majority of these children who is doing this, they have education. Most of them graduate. Some of them who is not graduate will still learn jobs. I want, if Obaseki wins, please Obaseki, try to empower them. Empower them. Because anybody who have anything that is doing, he will not think of any wrong doing. If Obaseki comes in, let Obaseki empower our youth. Call them, ask them what do they want to do. Because that is what China did.
Right.
When China leave, enter policy, they have their people. What do they want to do? Some of them said they will be doing this shower cutting. Some said they will be doing this, doing that. But China empowered them. So today, every one of them, they are happy.
Yes.
So if government can empower them with money, let them come up with whatever they want to do.
Yes.
Empower them. Now, farming is good. Even me, I'm planning to do farming in Edo State.
Yes.
So, any of them, whatever they think they want to do, let government empower them and beg it.
Yes.
And again, I'm going to use your media to beg Obaseki. If you come here again, if we empower our youth, and again, Obaseki to please ban them not to bury people at home again. Let me build a nice burial ground like the ones we have in New York, like the one we have in every civilized country. People should bury people at home again. Let Obaseki do that. If you come back to the government, it's not people burying people at home. It does not make sense. So if you have a nice burial ground that has street inside, people who want to pay and pay for their parents like every day, then we will go there and visit our parents. Why are we burying people at home? It does not make sense.
Right.
And I pray that Obaseki will be a governor of the Benin.
Amen. Amen. Well, Mommy, thank you very much for your contribution.
Dada, how are you? Dada, that is my another.
Oh yes.
Son.
Yes.
How are you, son?
Mommy, what talk about it? It did well a lot of mommy is good.
You are trying, son, to move on.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mommy. Where's the Mommy? Where's the Mommy?
It's a blessing having you. So
thank you.
All right.
Leave us alone.
Yes.
Let us move on because a lot of us left Nigeria. We didn't leave Benin because we love to leave Benin.
Right.
Yes.
People don't want to travel. We don't travel before. We don't travel. We love Benin so much.
Yes.
It's because Papa becomes, it becomes too much in Benin. That's why these children come to abroad. Now, before they don't come, it's because it's the first people who come to abroad and say, abroad is not my home. It's we the poor children.
Yes.
We started coming because of suffering. We want to make our mother, our father, to have TV square me.
Yeah.
But now, they must not like children because they see, now abroad is more beautiful than Benin. That's why all of them started going to abroad. So after they tell their father to make that Benin great. Why? Why? Now, please, I beg on you, Oshiomole, leave Benin alone. Leave Benin alone. Leave Benin alone.
Okay.
Leave Benin alone. We are not happy because we who live Benin
Yes.
are coming here to suffer. We are saying we are in abroad.
Right.
Oh, abroad is so nice.
Yeah.
Let's say this really true.
Yes.
We know what we go through in abroad. Every one of us.
Yes.
We are the citizens. We really have
yes.
their own way of doing things. Can we do it?
No.
Can we?
No.
We can't do it.
Yeah.
So if of course we are suffering one way or the other.
So Mommy, Uwese, for the contribution, we thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're gonna be taking one or two more calls before we round up.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mommy. It's been a blessing. We really enjoyed having you. So let's play a little bit of music as we always do. This is going to be the last part of this program. So if you have not shared yet, go ahead and share this broadcast.
Italy, +39.
Caller, just a second. I'm going to call you back, okay? Just a second. I'm going to call you back, okay? I'll call you back. Okay. So let's, just a second, guys. Let's take a little break while we take the next call. So if you have not shared this broadcast, go ahead, share the broadcast. We're going to use this time to kind of process what we've talked about. Okay, have a moment of reflection. And we're going to be coming back into the broadcast again. Well, let's enjoy the Amigo, we cannot listen to you anymore. Amigo has turned himself into a misleader. Misleading our people. Oh yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all. We're going to be taking the next caller here. It was good to kind of take a break and process everything we've talked about, so we're not so consumed. And let me see. Just a second. The caller from Italy. I promised I was going to call you back, so I'm going to call you back if you're listening. Oh, there you are. You're calling.
Italy.
Yes. Hello, caller. How are you? Can you hear us? Hello? Hold up a second. I keep ending this. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. How are you?
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I want to contribute on my own quota.
Okay.
First and foremost, I would like to know what Obaseki done to the people of Edo State.
What Obaseki have done to Edo State?
Yeah, to the people of Edo State. Most especially Adams Oshiomole.
Right. Well, like I said,
before I traveled out, I was in Edo State.
Okay.
And I walked and yeah, that now that say they don't want him. Before I left Edo State, I was working. I was working with the local government precisely.
Okay.
During Oshomole's tenure, there was bad law of local government areas. Local government cannot even pay salary. During Obaseki tenure, now before 2019, you get your salary.
Right.
Look at the infrastructure he has done. Look at the development he has done. So it don't pay for even the youth of these days, they are all clamoring and joining Pastor Yamu, which Oshiomole brought out and say he poured acid on someone and gave us his biography, mentioned name and things like this.
Yes.
Can we go to watch as in brought our tea and cause and let Oshiomole, Tinubu, and the impose things on us? These people like we are in point of moving forward, not backward.
Okay, let me reduce the volume of which the device you're listening from. Okay, but you know what I see here is that Oshiomole actually believes that a vast majority of Edo citizens are irrational and that we have short memory, because Oshiomole brought just not even up to 5 years ago, not even up to half a decade. Oshiomole came online and, like you said, laid all sorts of allegations against Ize-Iyamu. Called him a thief, said he could not, Ize-Iyamu cannot be trusted, talked about how violent Ize-Iyamu is, that Ize-Iyamu poured acid on someone, and I mean, so many allegations. Then all of a sudden, not even up to half a decade, not even up to 5 years, you're coming back and then you're telling us all sorts of nonsense again. Now Oshiomole Ize-Iyamu has become your best friend. And this is the same kind of behavior I see with our brother, which we're trying to rehabilitate in Texas. This is the same person who comes out on social media, will devalue a person's character, one day, the next day, he's now palling with the same person. He called our brother Tony Kabaka all sorts of names, called the FBI on him, took it to the height, did all sorts of things, got him arrested in Italy.
What is Kabaka? What is Kabaka interest in Benin? Whenever Kabaka is speaking, Kabaka is always saying the state government did not share money with him. The state government refused to share money with him. The state government needs to share money with him. It's still after the money or the development of Edo State. During Oshiomole tenure, Kabaka celebrated 1 billion naira. Where did he get the money from?
Right.
Can we go to darkness?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Okay, look at the problem is just that it's just between them, the Edo South. The Edo South is bringing Edo South to fight an Edo South person. And the Edo South, are they not wise? He came with Odubu and says he's going to live with Odubu. If he starts Odubu, even believe Odubu in his own word, now he's bringing Odubu out.
Right.
Ize-Iyamu is called a thief. He's bringing Ize-Iyamu out.
Yes.
Christo Gemoyi, he belittled
everyone.
Christo Gemoyi out. Okay, just imagine if the APN is they are sincere with themselves. They say they adopted Pastor Ize-Iyamu. He's a consensus candidate. Only for days later, they went back again and say, okay, other members went to took form. Yes. Who are they fooling?
Right.
My own, what is Tinubu in Benin? What is Tinubu interested in those states? Can the Tinubu go to Kaduna and put in candidate on us?
Right. Oshiomole cannot impose a candidate on us, that we know.
Wait. It beat my imagination to see people are still clamoring and saying Oshiomole worked. Well, Oshiomole brought red roof to Edo State. Yes, we acknowledge him. Most of the schools in building are there
right.
Are there chairs?
Right.
If the local government do provide chairs for them, there are some schools that were never plastered. Just a name of red roof. There are some schools in Dave that have no chairs. We should call it spade. This is the right time. We need to call spade a spade, and not that we should not be after money.
Right. Well, my brother, thank you very much. I'm going to take one more call. We appreciate your input. We're going to take one more call, and we're going to be ending the broadcast. Thank you very much for your input.
Thank you very much.
All right. God bless. Yeah. So let me call my brother from Chicago. He just called. He's one of the Togberians and also a very intelligent young man. And I think we can also have his input with this cult killing and the issue of our youth killing themselves. Mr. D.
Hey, my brother, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well,
thank you. Watching the program.
Right. So
I just want to make a little contribution.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, at this point now, first of all, I just have to let everyone know that Nigeria is in a state of shame, because Nigeria is just a lawless country. Because if we have a law abiding in our country, a person like Oshiomole right now should be having a nice time in jail. He should be having a nice time in jail. The person who is encouraging and sponsoring criminals, hoodlums, who are causing havoc in the state. And it's a shame that we have a president in the country watching all of this, and you can't put this person to order. And you guys come on social media and say, oh, they shouldn't involve the national chairman. For God's sake, people are not blind. It's very obvious that Oshiomole, the so-called idiot, is the one sponsoring this miscreant. It's a shame. It hurts me a lot when I see these criminals dancing. Imagine, what is Tony Kabaka? Who are these people, for God's sake? What are we doing for our children? What are we doing? Are we encouraging people? You can imagine our kids that were struggling to send them to school to have a bright future.
Right.
What are we doing to encourage them? Now you see criminals like Kabaka, Usakomono, Shaba, every one of them, the kind of cars, the kind of houses they build. Even a medical doctor who's got a certificate, who's got a license, can't even build most of those houses, can't even own most of the properties they have. Don't you think that's a shame?
It
and
is.
Then someone who doesn't even have a school certificate will come out, will have the guts to talk to the governor, will come out on social media, and because he has a stupid godfather who is Oshiomole backing him up, they're all bold enough to come outside to be insulting the governor. It's really a shame. I promise that Oshiomole, except we're not serving the living God. Except we're not serving the living God. The God of vengeance will fight for Godwin Obaseki. And Oshiomole, his mother will bury him.
Yes.
His mother will bury him in shame.
Amen.
His children will stone him to death. Every money he has had in his life, he will never live to enjoy it. Every money Oshiomole has right now, from today, he will use it for treatment. Hospital. All kind of infirmity in this world will fall upon Oshiomole. Will fall upon the Ramonigo. Will fall upon Kabaka and their generation. God will wipe every one of them. It will never be well with every one of them. From today, sorrow. They will never see. And that so-called man that calls himself a pastor, it will never be well with Isaiah.
Amen.
Isaiah man is generation, it will never be well with any one of them.
Amen.
Isaiah is a criminal.
Yes.
He calls himself a pastor. That's why anything that has to do with Redeemed Christian Church of God, I don't even want to listen to, because Redeemed Christian Church of God are very good in accommodating criminals as pastors.
Right.
You know, so it's a shame. Edo people, we all should stand with Godwin Obaseki. We all should stand with Godwin Obaseki. That man has a bright future for every one of us. I'm telling you, you can see the difference. Someone who is an illiterate and someone who is illiterate. You can see it's very obvious. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. The handwriting is written there. When you hear every useless people talking, all they talk about is for their personal interest.
It is. It's all about self-interest.
When you hear these midgets, this unforeseen idiot, I don't know the word to use, that suplex dog in Dallas, Texas. When you hear him talk, all is fighting for him so that they will give him the privilege to come and start rescuing people in Bamako, wherever he's calling it, so that the money and the finance will be given to him and Tony Kabaka. It will not work. The people don't know, he now is joining the foundation. The reason for that foundation is to use that foundation to loot money. And it will not work. Sharp is a channel to loot money. It will not work. And America, you're a security man, go and keep working. America is a country that has rules and regulations. If you don't work in America, you can't survive. It's a country that is disciplined. If you do anything criminal or anything fraudulent, one day to catch up on you. Look at the life of Oshiomole. Oshiomole comes on social media, do all this and that. Look where is it today? He will never see this effect. It is gone. It is gone. With the same way, every one of them.
So
every one of them in all these Kabaka, every one of them.
So we have
it has come to an end. Even if the Obaseki goes to the lowest and the cheapest party in this world, every people back that man up.
The thing is
you all will never regret following Obaseki. I promise you all.
Godwin Obaseki, I read online, one of my followers wrote that Godwin Obaseki is a movement. And that is exactly what it is. Godwin Obaseki is not a politician. You know, he just happens to be, you know, an ordinary citizen who also have leadership skills or leadership ability. But he's not a traditional politician. He's not the old class politician that we all know, you know. And it's amazing how a lot of youths in America, in Europe, Germany, I mean, United Kingdom, everywhere, the younger generation are keying into Godwin Obaseki's agenda because, you know, we can kind of relate, and our expectations are being met, you know, in all ramification, in all standards. So that's why a lot of younger people are keying into Godwin Obaseki's ideology. I also have a question for you, my dear brother. What do you think about these whole issues of killings among the youths in those states?
Well,
as you can see, our brother, the ambassador Damasis, has been, you know, on this fight, and we want to see how what is your input, and how do you think that the government could, you know, perhaps influence the reduction of this killing?
If we're going to start with that of the killings and all this causes issue,
right?
You know, it's going to take a lot because Nigeria as a whole has nothing to do with security. Nigeria is not a safe place.
Right.
You know, but for those State in particular, we need to enforce more security. All these young kids who were saying who are into all this whatever, most of them is because they're idle. You know, you see in America here, because you have responsibilities, you have bills to pay. What time do you have for nonsense? What time do you have to be doing all this this and that and all that? These people are idle. If they can be engaged, I'm not blaming Obaseki. I'm not blaming the previous government of the so-called Oshiomole. He has done nothing to empower them. Only what he does is to empower criminals and all that.
Exactly.
To empower these people, educate these people.
Right.
Keep them busy. When you have a busy mind, you have less time to think of killing. You have less time to think of going to rob people or whatever.
Yes.
You are going to be thinking straight.
Yep.
When your mind is occupied, you'll be thinking straight. So we really need to empower these youth in the right way, not in the other way, which Adam Oshiomole is doing, building breeds of criminals and all that.
Right.
Like Amigo,
yes,
he's a pit bull.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know. So we just need to try and empower these youth, encourage them, let them know that they have a brighter future than what they are doing.
Right.
Let them know.
Right.
You know, it's not going to be easy, but we just have to. You know, we just have to. You know.
Thank you very much, my brother. It's been a blessing having you. And
thank you so much, my brother.
Yes, I thank you very much for contributing today. So
God bless you.
God bless you very much, brother. So we're going to be taking one more phone call if possible. If not, then I think that should be it for today. Brother Ambassador Dada Masis, it has been a blessing having you. I want to thank you for this initiative. And for everyone out there, you know, if you want to be a part of our brother Dada Masis initiative, please contact him on Facebook, Ambassador Dada Masis. Okay, you can send him a message. You know, his organization. One second.
Your audio.
Hello, Mama. Hi, I'm doing good. Do you want me to take it off, put it on speaker or no? Yeah, do you want me to put it on speaker? Oh, okay. Just a second. Oh, hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Unshakable Mama. Unshakable Mama 1 of Germany. Unshakable. We have Unshakable Princess, Unshakable Mama 1 of Germany. So it's 2 Germans against 1 American in the house today.
It is well. You know, we are peaceful. You know, we are peaceful.
I know.
Well,
I know. We are all allies. We are allies, anyways, right?
How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing very well. We're doing very well. Dadamasi salutes you. I salute you. So we.
Okay, I agree. Greetings to both of you out there. So what's up?
Yes, we're talking about the killing in Edo State and also the political rascality of Adams Oshiomole and what he has been doing in the last couple of
I know that I've been there. I've been writing. I've been making my own contribution there by writing anyway.
I watched your program yesterday. I see all you've been doing. You know, yes. Go ahead, Mama.
Yeah. Okay, I want some questions so that I can give you some answers. So come with it.
Okay, the question is, okay, before we're going to be talking about the politics question in a minute, but for the killing. But let's talk about the politics first. So what is the way forward, or how do we expect to advise our fellow Edo citizens at home, not in the diaspora, at home?
The way forward is so easy and simple. We are not eating trace. We are not me. You know, okay, let me put it this way. It is good to be good, and it is good to say the truth from your heart.
Yes.
You know me, my kind of person. I'm a positive person, and I love saying the truth. I'm a direct lady too.
Right.
And those things does not belong to a group of people or one person, you know? And those states belongs to every one of us.
Right.
So we got right to really make our own opinion and voice out.
Right.
So I will go like this. I am with 4+4 Togba.
Exactly. Yep.
Trillion%. I don't have to fake things because I'm not I'm not that kind of ladies that hide under the curtains and be talking.
Right.
I am a very, very truthful teller. I'm a godly person, so I say things the way they are.
Okay.
I think our president, if really the way we were born and brought up in our kingdom, in our state, we should know what respect stands for, particularly in Edo State, Benin City, where I was born and raised. We were trained to honor the father and mother. The way I look at politics, like I always say, is the dirty game and the dirty things that I don't want to even go in. I am into this politics because of a great godly man, a great godly leader, Obaseki. I don't call him His Excellency Godwin Obaseki. I don't call him that way.
Right.
The way I always call him is great. I call him great.
Right.
When people go Obaseki, I know what I'm talking about or what I'm heading to.
Right.
Like I said before, when we were born and raised, we were born to respect every individual out there that is really like really grown up out there. Our president, we forgot one thing that we are doing stupid out there as a government or body, as a nation. We still got a head that is really leading Nigeria as a whole. Let's talk about Buhari.
Right.
Our great Buhari is still the president of Nigeria.
Right.
Why all the governors are under Buhari? They are still under him.
Right, of course.
We are the bosses. Whatever is going on in every state around Nigeria, the governors must respect, have what is respect. We are the masses, we are the body, we are the population. If they want to get respect from the population and the bodies like us, that they are ruling. They should know how to respect a president in the first place. Now we got the record straight.
Okay.
Whatever our former Oshiomole did was out of the question. It's against our rules and regulations. It's against respect.
Okay.
That man was a leader. He doesn't know what respect stands for. This is Princess Unshakable Mama 1 of Jenny talking. Let's call a spade and let's say things the way they are.
Right.
There is only a pushing us like we are dogs or like we are babies. No, nobody is kids out here.
No.
We are mature enough to speak like one.
Exactly.
President Buhari is still the head of Nigeria as a whole, and that great man must be respected.
Exactly.
He was 2 years president of a great nation, Nigeria. If someone called Oshiomole, a former governor, cannot respect a president like a great man, Buhari, who was a military, fought for that nation for 20 years, and he came back to rule that city.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know what to think. Where is our dignity? Where is the respect for leader? What was Oshiomole thinking? Listen, Oshiomole came out. Whatever Oshiomole says, I don't believe him no more. I don't respect him. I don't call him a leader.
He lost our respect. He lost the respect of the vast majority.
He lost the respect of the whole nation. I want to go straight to what I'm talking about. How did Oshiomole really lost his respect? Ask me a question and I will give you the answers right now. And I'm going to be giving you right now.
Okay, how did Oshiomole lose his respect? Yes.
When a man like Oshiomole should come out and tell me that Yami saw, Yami was sick.
He's criminal.
A criminal.
Yes.
Yami on someone in the university.
Yes.
And you are trying to really impose that kind of a man to me to be my leader.
Yes.
I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. And I don't know if I have a leader no more.
Oshiomole me money via dofu. Sorry.
This is written.
Yes.
It's respect on our human,
yes.
On our people.
Right.
And I can't get anything that is dirty in my nation. I am sick and tired of some people trying to push us around the street.
Right.
Enough of this bullshit.
Right.
We are more than this.
Right.
Who does that, man?
I am one of your sisters out there. I am one of your mothers. I am one of your enemies. I don't care how you're going to be looking at it, but let the truth be on the table.
Yeah.
This is the truth. I want to send this message to all exhausted. Please, what aspect of Godwin Obaseki?
Yes.
Another aspect of Obaseki is our candidate and is a great leader.
That's right.
Whatever misunderstanding you have out there, I don't want to give an F. If you have any issue with a governor, you sort it out with that governor. Don't use our children here to buy your gari. It's unaccepted. Our kids are dying every day. We are still talking about people coaches killing it. This is how they invite coaches into the state. What are we talking about? We are talking about coaches. What are we talking about, Nigerians? How do you view the coaches? How do you bring them into the society? Is it not this the kind of politics also is playing? When our brothers will be fighting each other, the other will say, I want to stand in the other party. Listen, what I am happy that I called him. What Oshiomole was supposed to do as a father, I want to go in and say something a little bit.
Yes.
He was supposed to say, please, there is no other party apart from APC. I am going to sort this out with great Governor Obaseki. No matter the issue we have together, as a father, as a godfather, as one that is sitting there as a body, like a grandfather and a godfather for us, as a chairman. He was supposed to put the rules as a chairman, as a father, to put the union, to put these people together as one body.
Right.
He wouldn't have even allowed to say anything like EPL or anything so that they cut APC.
Yes.
It's unacceptable. Do you think our president Buhari, he was happy with this thing? He will be happy that they even cut it. The president is quiet, does not when that man is silent, when they are quiet, does not mean they cannot do anything. When they want to do something, they will be so quiet.
Of course.
You will think they don't know what they are doing. When they are taking their actions, you will be so sorry they did. I wish everybody watch everybody wish my Edo State. I love my people so much. This is Princess Oshiomole Mama one of Jenny. I've got nothing to lose.
Right.
I have been living in Jenny for good 31 years. I can live there for the rest of my age. I don't give a F.
Right.
I give a F for gospel, so-called leaders that are effing up out there.
Right.
They got to stand up and do what is right for my state, for my kingdom. kingdom.
Right.
They should respect the great kingdom is still in our state.
Right.
They should respect our Irala. Enough of this bullshit, people.
Right.
I am sick and tired of my leaders. Doing violence to the country for our kids.
They are basically playing politics with our future. With the future of with our children. And we are tired of it. And Mama, what I mean, it's just unbelievable that just 10%, 10% is trying to play with the rest of us. I don't think.
Why do you use the English? You say trying.
Right. Or not they are trying.
Right. You succeed, my dear.
Right.
You get me? You need to be smart like a serpent sometimes when you want to fight with demons in the Bible. That's the way it is.
Yes.
We've been saying these things even in the Bible in a traditional way. We've been saying a great kingdom. Do you know what a kingdom is stands for?
Right. You know,
they should respect. They should still remember that a great daddy is still there.
And the
that state does not belong to any governor at all that is going to be ruling. That one I want to get clear on your platform.
Right.
And that state belongs to just one great daddy.
That's it. And we have
which is our great king.
Right. And we have people like
and then our great king should be well respected.
Right. And Mama, we have people like our brother in Texas, Iranomieson, you know, who come.
Please don't spend my day.
Yeah.
Don't spend my day. That man, he's not a man and he's not a father and will never be.
Right.
A man that will come out and be insulting the whole world and disrespecting all the great men in my kingdom.
Right.
I don't respect men like that.
Condoning nuisance behavior, condoning corruption, and he comes out and says he's a human rights activist or a freedom fighter. A freedom fighter who comes and condones nonsense.
Exactly, my dear.
And then you say,
do my charger in the kitchen.
He's going to be happy for any nasty thing. Any negative thing in my kingdom. That means it's not trying to build our kingdom, my dear.
Right.
We all know what time it is.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
We know the people that are really joining our great kingdom to be building our state. We are not crazy. We are not blind.
Right.
You were built. I mean, that great place. We not have to preach.
Danke.
Right.
Danke.
Yeah, I
love you, Danke.
A lot of the Muslims are for your great kingdom, your people. A lot of the certain grand of Obaseki is not your mate and will never be.
That's right.
If you say any question, I'm here.
Oh, look, that should be it for now, Mama. It's been a pleasure having you. I really
okay. Thanks so much.
Oh, you're
welcome.
welcome.
Governor Obaseki talk back.
Talk back.
He's doing a great job out there. We ask you to join him. Mario Boyo. I love you all, bro.
Love you very much. Love you, Mama. One love. Yeah.
Thank you too.
Yes.
Bye, bro.
Bye. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. The person who was just
like a bugbear. Oh, God forbid. Saba, bobugbe saba wavitan. You will try bobugbe. Well, bobugbe.
Yeah, be more. You know,
bobugbe.
You know, only a bunny when my own magani we can even my year.
Yeah.
So, you know, I thought people are tired of it. So it's been a fun broadcast. I'm going to be ending the show. Ambassador Damasis, thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you. Well say Baba.
We are together on this. And please, if you're out there, if you are in Benin, please go ahead, support Governor Godwin Obaseki. Whatever it is, it's not about the party. It's about Governor Godwin Obaseki. Governor Godwin Obaseki is the project. Okay, it's the deal. It's not about APC or PDP. Even if Godwin Obaseki comes out with a party we don't even know about, SMP or whatever party he comes out, you know, we're still going to, anywhere Obaseki go, we go. Anywhere Obaseki go, we go. Love you all, love you all, love you all. Love you. Love you. So share this podcast. Share the podcast. Share the podcast, If it's your first time joining us, please go ahead and subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, like this page, and the whole 9 yards. You are the president of the poor. They meet them in town and I'm here because of stomach infrastructure. Have a good night.
Thank you.